I am quitting nicotine today. Yeah. I have been smoking these little things for about 1.5 years now, and I am severely addicted. Like, it's not funny at all. I honestly came to this decision out of nowhere. I was just driving and coughing, and I was like, why am I still doing this? Technically, I'm actually on day 2, but today was the first day I didn't get that morning rip, and it was humbling, I'll tell you that much. Truth be told, I've wanted to quit for quite some time, but I always made an excuse of, oh, I'll be in a bad mood and I have work, but now I don't work a 9 to 5 anymore. So there's no excuse. If you've been thinking about quitting too, you need this little care package to set yourself up for success, because going cold turkey is not easy. It is not easy. I'm kind of losing it. First, you need to get some mints. This helps with the blood sugar increase that happens when you hit whatever said device. Lollipops will also work. Some sort of chapstick for the hand-mouth movement that you do every 3 freaking minutes. Get yourself some gum for when you're feeling that anxious feeling of like, oh my gosh, I need to hit this so bad. You just chew the gum like this. I'm posting this to help anyone that's been thinking about quitting, and also because I know y'all will keep me accountable. In the first 24 hours, I have felt so unbelievably groggy, I won't even lie, and last night I got to bed earlier than I have in like months. So if you've been thinking about quitting, this is absolutely your sign to do it, and if you're not thinking about quitting, start thinking about it. Okay? And I will be keeping you guys updated on how my quitting nicotine journey plays out. Here's the story of my 6-year-long stalker that literally stalked me for 6 years of my life. I guess he probably would have stalked me way longer, but he's, so, you know, R.I.P. I guess. I really don't know. You traumatized me, so burn in hell. When I was 17, I got a message on Instagram, and it was from this guy who literally looked just like Tupac, like looked like an impersonator. And let's just call said Tupac impersonator Carl. Carl messaged me and was like, you are so beautiful, let me take you out to dinner. Of course, my 17-year-old self was like, period, Tupac. Yes, you can take me out to dinner. The only thing a guy my age had ever asked me to do was finger me in his mom's basement. So it was like, I'm being swept off my feet. Boy, was that a mistake. That was quite the mistake. I asked him how old he is, and he's like, I'm 19, and I'm like, perfect, I'm 17. He's probably so mature. Like, he's probably so mature. So a couple days later, he picks me up in a brand new Altima, and I'm just like, what 19-year-old has a brand spanking new Altima? I don't know one. At this point, I was like, is Tupac alive? Is Tupac alive? When I tell you I was expecting to go to like a McDonald's, we went to a steakhouse. At this point, I'm kind of like confused because he looks his age. He looks 19, but he's spending money like he's in his mid-20s. So during the date, he tells me that he only pays for dates if he ends up liking the girl a lot. So I take this as a challenge because I have $12 to my name at this point, and I'm like, he needs to like me because this place is expensive. Baby, I'm pulling out the bells and the whistles. Tell me about your trauma. Tell me about your ex-girlfriends. Tell me about your life. How's your mom? Everything I can think of. Hey babe, well, he liked me too much, all right? So he paid for the date, and then he proceeded to take me to Sonic, and we got the grossest milkshake I've ever tried in my entire life. While waiting for that disgusting milkshake in the drive-thru, he starts telling me about the last date he went on with the last girl he went on a date with, and let's call her Maria. Start to realize that I go to school with Maria. I know who Maria is. Not only do I know who Maria is, but she's like in my inner group of friends. So like I hang out with her pretty frequently. After this like 3-hour-long date, he finally takes me home, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to ask Maria about Carl when I go to school tomorrow. Like, I need to know why he didn't pay for their date. What happened? She's so cool. Like, what happened? Next day at school, I go up to her at lunch, and I'm like, yo, you went on a date with Carl? And she's like, Carl? And I was like, yeah, Tupac Carl. Like, what about it? She's like, please tell me you didn't go on a date with him. And I'm like, yeah, I did. He took me to the steakhouse. She's like, well, on the day I found out that he was actually 24. At this point, I'm doing the math in my head. Like, how old would Tupac be right now? And obviously it's not 24, so we were good. Like, yeah, and I also found out that he has a girlfriend. After we were done with the date, the girlfriend reached out to me, and I was like, oh, awesome. So not only is he a creep, but he also has a girlfriend. Really not shit. Like, they are not. Obviously, I text him, and I'm like, you're literally a liar and a creep. Why would you lie about your age? And also you have a girlfriend. And then I just blocked him. You probably would think that would be the end of that, but it absolutely was not. I'm definitely gonna need a part 2. I'm so sorry.
Just come to kill the king upon his throne. I'm ready for their stones. I'll dance, dance, dance with my hands, hands, hands above my head, 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 like Jesus said I'm gonna dance.
Alright, I give up. I'm trying soap brows. Because I have this one rogue eyebrow hair on my left eyebrow, which is already my problem eyebrow. It grows down instead of out, but I can't pluck it because it's like integral to the shape of my eyebrow. So here we go. Well, so far this is just teaching me that I need to trim my eyebrows. Oh, okay, yeah, that worked! What do I fill them with? A pencil feels like the wrong choice. I'm trying it anyway. I don't see anything happening. Maybe powder? Oh my god, okay, yes, these are the brows I dream about having. Yeah, excuse me while I never do my eyebrows the same again.
What's the fit for today? Let's start with some pants. Groovy, man. I love these pants. Now let's try a shirt. Not really rocking with the color. Maybe a different color? Much better. This shirt looks great. Now let's spice it up with accessories. This looks great. Not a fan of the hat though. Let's try another. Perfect. Let's throw on some shoes. I love these shoes. All ready to go. Peace out, besties.
I put my headband on upside down. Oh my goodness. Anyways, welcome back to another Get Ready With Me. This look is going to be for my Sephora shift I have coming up. As always, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer and my NYX Brow Glue to really hold down my brows. And then I use the Iconic Illuminator to put underneath my foundation, just so that way it gives it more of a glowier look. And then I'm just blending it out with my beauty sponge, nothing too crazy. I asked my boyfriend which look I should do and he picked out the color purple. So we're going to do a purple eyeshadow look today. But I'm going in with my Maybelline Tattoo Studio for my brows. And I do the tail and then I take the spoolie and I just comb it up and off to the side. Just doing the same thing on the other side. So it looks like this. And then I go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer to clean them up. I do use a really light shade so that way my brows be popping off. But I just go in to clean them up a bit and blend it out with my beauty sponge. Next, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations. It wears so good all day. It won't separate on you, and it doesn't look cakey in the end either. Next, I use my two favorite concealers, the One Size Concealer and the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I use one for my actual shade and one to brighten, and then I just blend it out with my beauty sponge again. And then the other side, and then I'm just going to contour. I use the Pro Conceal and I do a line on my cheekbone, and then I like to blend it up and outwards so that way it lifts the face. I'm also going to be applying some on my nose for that nose contour. I like to rub it and pat it just so that way it gives really good coverage. I only put powder in the places that I need it, so like underneath my eyes and in my T-zone area, and then I put a little bit of bronzer on top of my contouring so that way it'll give me a little bit more of warmth. The blush I use is actually, I don't remember the brand that it is, but it is in 210 Peach of Me Baked Powder Blush, and I accidentally applied too much. Yeah. So we're just going to tone it down with that beauty sponge that I used for my foundation, and then I use the Champagne highlighter in Tarte, and this is how the base turned out. Go to part 2 for my eyeshadow look.
We are playing a dangerous game. It's called Put On Your Cheer Makeup While in Your White Cheer Uniform, because I don't want to have to put it on after. Now, I am going to put on my headband, and I'm also think I'm going to put on a flannel over this because, I am scared about anything dropping on me. So yeah, I'm still going to wear flannel. Tonight is a big game. We are cheering against our rivals, like our big rivals. They're not even in our league. They're not even in our they're not even in our A, but they're our rivals. So freaking excited because tomorrow I get to see this boy. I can't call him anything else besides that boy, but I get to see him. Today, during lunch, I literally was like, I'm not really that hungry. So I spent the money I would normally spend on lunch on lottery tickets, and I ended up winning $10. So I was like, I'm feeling lucky today. It's gonna be a good day. I might do something bad. I got one of those really dark concealers, and I want to use it as contour, but I tried this one, and I put way too much on, and I'm very nervous, so we're gonna go extremely light. I'm really scared. I'll show you how it blends out. Currently, I'm just beating the crap out of my face, trying to make it blend, but I'm really liking this hack. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. Time for blush, and I'm very much known for adding too much. I'm adding a little bit of shade Happy because I want a different color. To fix the entire face with a good coating of powder. Trust me, when I get back, it's gonna be a lot more blended. Time for something fun. I think I'm gonna go with red today, because we are a red team. Time for a cut crease with the cutest concealer I own. Pacifica for bronzer, Beauty in shade Rosy for blush, and Revolution for highlight. I love the glow that Revolution gives you. I already filled in my brows with a brow pen, but I'm going to do gel now. Brows are done, looking very big and bold today. Time for the sex kitten herself, eyeliner time. I just got these in from Amazon. They are a lot longer than I expected, but we're gonna put them on and we're gonna see how they look. Got the lashes on, although I ended up not using the Amazon ones because they were longer, almost to my brows, and also I couldn't even see the red in my eyeshadow, so I used some Ardell ones. Next, I'm putting Revolution on my inner corner. I'm gonna blacken my waterline, and I'm gonna try this new matte Super Stay that's been all over TikTok, matte ink for lipstick. Face is done. Now it's time to get my hair down and get dressed. Hair is down. It's a high ponytail tonight, and also tonight is the white uniform with, the white uniform. So, see you later.
Open the door, please. Veronica, open the door. Veronica, can we not fight anymore, please? Can we not fight anymore?
Veronica, open the door. Please, Veronica, open the door.
So I was just grocery shopping, and when I was checking out, she's like, oh, did you want to do cash back? And I was just like, oh, yes, honey, I want to do cash back. I'm paying with my husband's card. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go walk around this grocery store, drive all the way here, and not get tipped. And she's just like, huh? And I'm like, oh my God, honey, okay, listen. I take the monies whenever I buy something with my husband's card. I do not want him to know that I am buying myself something, so I like to be a sneaky little bitch about it. And then I take all my little cash back money that I collected over the month. Sometimes it's $5. Sometimes it's $20. Depends on how much he pisses me off that day. And then I buy myself something nice. And she's like, oh, wow, that's actually pretty smart. No shit! How do you think I got these glasses?
E vamos de roupas da Shein que ninguém compraria, mas alguém comprou. Começando por esta aqui que ninguém compraria, mas...